Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, based on the time zone that you are in, all my friends on this voice conference. Thanks to GTW, thanks to Gianna in making this happen. I'm Pushpalata GP, working with VMware Software India Private Limited, Bangalore in India, working as a senior QE engineering manager since 3.5 years. The topic that I chose today to talk about for the next half an hour is my passion, my growth. Why this topic? Why passion? Don't we have passion? What is in it? What does it bring it in, right? So if I take you through all my success stories, you can see the common factor as passion. So passion is a catalyst to growth. It helps to turn challenges into opportunities rather than just facing them. It motivates each one of us to use our maximum potential in such a way that we can bring all thoughts and we can win in all the things that we do. So here are some success stories which I would like to share across with all on this voice conference. To notice that passion is in each and every success behind me, right? Let me start with my childhood. To start with education, I had a great passion of coming first in all the classes, starting from class 1. With that, when I continued, though I studied in 9 different places, say class 1 and 2 in one place, and like that until class 10, I continued to be in the position of either first or second, right? Because of my passion to become in the top in the class, irrespective of the challenges that I faced, whether it is a new place altogether, or new friends, or new teachers, and so on, which made me to put in my potential to turn all those challenges into opportunities in such a way that I could have so many new friends. I could learn a lot. I could learn the nature. I could continue to improve my collaboration skills. I could improve my cross-functional skill set, negotiation skill set, etc., which we call them as soft skills required for any industry today, right? So that's how I could see that my passion to bring myself into top educated person brought me to where I am today, right? After completion of my degree as engineering in electronics and communication, I had the passion of continue to work either as a lecturer or in industry. So quite natural, I put in again my potential, all my efforts in getting or in looking at what are the opportunities are there in front of me to continue to work towards my passion. I got multiple opportunities to work as a lecturer or to work as an engineer in multiple companies. At that time, I thought about it, okay, working is my passion, done. Which one should I choose, right? Then I thought towards, okay, what is my long-term goal? What I would like to become after a few years? What is my interest, right? That's when I could notice that, yes, I have more and more interest in technology. And that's when I chose to work as an engineer than as a lecturer at that time, at that point of time itself, because anyway, my long-term goal was to get more and more knowledge into technology. And then at the end, and in the due course of working professional life, keep on inculcating or my passion to become a lecturer or to coach and to learn from each other. That's how I got into Aspect QA, Aspect Development Company, and before to that, Center C. Dot company, wherein I had an opportunity to go through all the product life cycle, be a developer or a tester or a document writer. And finally, I gave the live demo of the project that I worked upon. And there I could satisfy my passion of learning while working with great scientists to work on the projects, etc. That gave me a thought process of the complete product life cycle. Okay, how many stages are there and how a product is being developed. And that's how I could work very closely with the scientists that what is needed, right, to get a good product out of it. So after CDOT, I started looking, okay, what would like to become, right? A developer or a test engineer or a document writer and so on. When I look back my experience at CDOT, I could see that very clearly my passion was more and more towards being a developer. That's when I decided, okay, I should join a very good R&D company, and I should continue to work as a developer and continue to work there as a good developer. Then started again working towards more opportunities, and then that's when I got opportunities to work a company like Aspect Development, wherein the opportunity was there for both working as a developer or as a quality control engineer. Having the passion to become a developer in the long term, still I chose to join as a quality control engineer in Aspect Development. The main reason behind that is being a developer, I can get into depth of technology. However, being a quality control or a tester or test engineer, I can get into more breadth, and then still I can go in depth being a developer later. So as usual, many of freshers will have in the mind, okay, let me learn more and then get on to a good company and span across, right, in the short tenure itself. I started thinking towards, okay, let me learn all the latest technologies from Aspect Development, wherein they were the leaders in content, so that after 6 to 8 months, let me join in a good R&D company and be a developer there. Joined the company and then continued to work as a quality control engineer, looking into multiple technologies. Unfortunately, our QA manager had resigned after 3 months of my joining. So again, it was a challenge for me. How do I learn, right? It was a small company. I was a 75th member in the company, and then all quality control engineers and in quality team started reporting to our VP directly. Meanwhile, until we hire a manager, all the responsibilities of manager started spreading across the members within the quality team. That's how I got opportunity to run the queries on 4GL, develop the quality reports, do the counseling, share across with the stakeholders based on weekly, monthly, and quarterly. That's when my passion started getting into more and more quality increasing. When I started looking into the queries and all, I started definitely enjoying the work, because I'm going and developing a query which will bring the data which is needed for all the stakeholders, and I'm making an impact to the company, right? So that was my on-the-job learning. Though I was from ANC background, without having much training or without having any training on any of the programming knowledge, I got on-the-job training, on-the-job opportunity to work on the software programming. So I continued to learn and continued to become a developer there. Started writing queries on my own. Started writing small scripts to automate the day-to-day job there as part of quality test engineer. Continued to grow. Then I got into the process team within the same company, wherein I was a part of internal auditor, and we worked together with multiple organizations to improve the process and so on. That's when my passion towards process kicked off, right? And why the passion towards the process, right? all the concepts in QE that we used after learning while working with multiple organizations, whether it could be right at first time or fail fast, you can apply all those principles in your real life. That's when I decided to not to look back to become a developer. So I decided on that day that I am going to continue to become a quality engineer professional throughout my life. Though I decided to learn the programming, though I decided to do being part of handling multiple teams or being part of the release management, etc. But my core skill set, I wanted to continue to be part of the quality engineering. Again, my passion towards the quality continued to grow within quality aspects in such a way that our company was more and more towards quality control in the beginning, and later we moved towards deploying more and more processes, wherein we became quality assurance team slowly, and then we moved towards quality engineering, right? After my 4.5 years of experience being in hardware or core QE, being internal auditor and good at process and learning all the latest tools which are needed for any quality engineer, I started looking into, okay, what should I learn more, right? What am I missing in quality field? That's when the software QE came into my mind. I decided that, okay, I should learn more and more towards software QE techniques. So having that passion again to continue in QE, especially in SQE, again I started looking out, and then I got a job in one another multinational company, which was more towards the processes and all, which was excellent and well known. Then resigned in the current company, stating that, okay, what is my goal, and because of what I would like to get into a different company. And that came in as a surprise to me. My manager took me to the VP and started saying that, okay, what do you want? Why are you going out of the company? Then I shared my thought process. Okay, this is what is my goal. I want to continue in QE. Now I want to move towards SQE because I don't have much experience on it. Immediately my VP asked, how can you guess that I cannot create a position for you? That was so amazing, right? Who can think about having 5 years of experience? A VP telling like that, okay, I can create a position for you. I felt that as I am honored, right? Then we had a discussion, and definitely, I decided, okay, let me look out for that kind of an opportunity by not creating a position for me, because definitely I didn't want that to make it happen only because of me. So then I said, okay, can I move on, right? So then my VP said, okay, that was a transition time wherein Aspect Development Company got merged with i2 Technologies, and that's when the company started growing. It became public, and we had multiple teams, wherein even SQE was one more separate team altogether. That's when my VP opened up that opportunity. Why don't you get there, right? So I went and spoke to the manager, and then it happened that, okay, I will join SQE team. Joined the SQE and started enjoying, right? Again, their challenge started coming up. Okay, I'm 5 years experienced person, but not experienced in SQE. First, people started looking at, okay, what's your expertise? How can you lead a team, right? Again, there was no documented process as such, and even internet was not so much enhanced at the time. Started looking back, okay, how do I grow, right? Because my passion was to become again a SQE, right? And continue my passion in QE, continue to work in multinational companies. That's when I started thinking about, okay, what is testing all about? What is the product? What do I do? What should I do now? How do I start? Where do I start, right? I started thinking, starting from the database concepts and applying my knowledge, whatever I learned in Aspect QE. So that's when I made the document and then shared across with the entire team and my manager. Okay, this is what is my thought process. To start with, how do I write a test plan and a TDS for software QE? That's it, right? My manager said, okay, this is the document which we will refine it and follow as part of the process for all going further. again, that was again another situation wherein again I felt like, I was honored, right, to be part of the company, to be part of the team. That's how I started getting motivated by the team. And because of my passion, I started again putting my potential completely, started enjoying, continued to grow. So they started managing multiple projects. And then I could see that when I, as a QE, approach the development team, I could see kind of a resistance, right? Quite natural. Development and QE, like look at each other, oh, you are my enemy, right? So I started thinking about myself, how do I change that? Because my passion started moving towards not only the technology and also towards people by maintaining the relationship and having the good collaboration skills and so on. That's when I started thinking, okay, what should I do to retain the environment as positive among ourselves so that we will think big from the company perspective, but not as a, okay, developer or a QE and so on. Then I started changing my communication style in such a way that, see, here it is. I have an observation. Looks like now we can do in a different way, in such a way that if we ensure that this feature works in this way, customers might be more happy than what it is today. That's when I could see that the glow in a developer eyes, that okay, oh yeah, we are together. Okay, come, let us think about it, right? So that's when we started working together as okay, dev plus QA as a single team. That's when I started enjoying again, my passion towards becoming more and more people oriented started improving, right? So again, continued enjoying the project management, and then I started handling the team, small teams I started leading, and then I became a mother and I was on my maternity leave. So my son was 2.5 months old. I was still thinking, okay, how do I manage the work and my personal life, right? Who will take care of my son? I didn't want to leave my son in crash and all, right? So I started thinking, okay, what should I do? Should I continue to work or not? But my passion was again to work, right? And that's when my family supported me completely and my company, right? In fact, I was planning to come back to work after at least minimum of 3 months. But when I got a request from my company that there is an opportunity in Bangalore in QE team, in software QE, wherein without a perfect QE lead, the project might go away from Bangalore to US back, right? Which is our parent company. So that's when my company requested, is it possible to come back early, right? I was thinking, okay, what is critical? How can I manage, right? My son was 2.5 months old. Can I manage by both personal life and then professional life? Then I thought, okay, yes, my passion towards the work, and again by maintaining by having a good relationship at home, I thought I can do it, right? And believe me, definitely, my company and my family supported a lot both the ways. At the time, we didn't have the VPN connection like as most of us have today. So at that time, I got excellent support. Specifically for me, and started working for a couple of hours in the beginning so that I can get used to both my professional life and then personal life, maintaining the balance. So I used to take off whenever my son wasn't well, or I used to take him to the doctor and so on. So that's how I could maintain my interest and my passion in continue to work, and also to continue to have to become a still good mother, and maintaining the balance between both the lives, right? And I'm really grateful to IT Technologies and complete my team, my managers, and my family, that situation, because that was a turning point for me, wherein otherwise, if I would have stopped working, then I would not have been here in talking to, in this occasion, right? So coming back to work, I started building the team, and that's when I could realize that my potential is also towards building a right talented team, right? That's when I started working towards, okay, what is important for the team? I could see that attitude comes in the first, irrespective of how technical we are. If we are having good attitude, positive energy, passion to work together, support each other, work as a team, nothing like it, right? All of us can win as a team, and that brings in individual growth also. That's when I started looking out, okay, what kind of a team I would like to bring in, right? I would like to build. And believe me, from that time onwards, each and every employee survey, my team stood in the champion quadrant always, right? Always, most of them, were closer to 100% positive reaction from the team, and in fact, the complete credit goes to the team. The trust or the confidence that they have in me, starting from the day one when I started leading the team, in all the companies that I worked with, definitely I'm thankful to everyone. So even today at VMware, the team that I'm managing is again a very high performance team, very impactful, wherein we work in the top level. We make an impact to complete VMware. We look at big picture, and we as a team, we don't work as competitors to each other. However, we work like healthy competition way, in such a way that we do complement our skill set, so that we can as a team bring in the synergy. We can work cohesively, and we can win as a team and make an impact to VMware, not in team level but in company level, right? One of the instances what I can quote here is we have values called EPIC Square, right? In VMware, EPIC Square stands for execution, passion, integrity, customer satisfaction, and community service. Whoever works putting their maximum potential towards all these values are being recognized every year from VMware globally. They support, they reward personally as well as towards community service, wherein we do get monetary benefits personally, and also we get benefits in such a way that we can also donate to any of the NGOs or orphanages like that, so that we can also get satisfaction in doing the community service. That's a great opportunity that we have in VMware, which very few companies have, to my knowledge. So in other words, it brings in lots of rewards to the entire team, and personally we can grow and also make an impact as a team, right? So while working as a team, we got one of the team that I led as part of the initiative got recognized last year as EPIC Square team. So that was very fortunate to get it. I'm again thankful to the entire team who worked together, and grateful to VMware in providing this kind of an opportunity. So while cultivating and sustaining and improving in walking the talk on our values, our own personal values, also the company values like EPIC Square, brought me in lot more directions towards having satisfaction, right? One such example about I could say is community service. I started developing my more and more interest in looking at, okay, how can I impact outside of my company, right? I do visit orphanages which are nearby my house. In fact, during my son's birthday or my birthday or any such kind of occasions, we do go out and meet people who are in need, and we mingle them, and we see to that, okay, what can we do together to improve the society, right? That's where my passion towards community service started increasing. I enrolled for programs which are being conducted from VMware even today towards community service, such as Step Up India. We are partnering with them, wherein we go to government schools and we teach them multiple subjects, wherein they might not have facilities or opportunities to learn in that scale, right? So that's where I started enrolling myself to coach English. When I started doing that in the school, that brought me a excellent satisfaction, right? That is different altogether as compared to what I could do so far, right? So again, I started looking at myself, what I had the passion towards becoming, either as a lecturer or to work in multinational companies, in my starting career, right? So then I decided, okay, I should continue to work on both, right? I should continue to work in companies and continue to serve or do whatever I can do from my side, right? So that way I started enrolling for my multiple courses. Even today, I have enrolled on CSR and sustainability, wherein we can take up multiple projects and then work towards what is needed for India to start with that way. So I'm really enjoying that kind of a job, wherein we can utilize even VMware products to bring in that kind of a solution which will improvise the society, which can give back to the society, right, in one or the other way. So really VMware is helping me to do a lot in that aspect. So talking towards the customer satisfaction, one instance what I can bring in is when we started forming the team, having more and more customer orientation related testing, we started following a lot more initiatives. We started thinking creatively. Why is our product exists today? What are we bringing a solution from VMware to the customer? How many customers need our solution, right? What kind of the problems that we can solve from customer end using our VMware solutions, right? When we started thinking more and more, I could see that a lot more interest got created within the team, and each and every team member started thinking so creatively, so differently, and came out with different initiatives. Okay, I would like to take up this initiative myself. I will work with others and do this way, right? So having multiple initiatives in parallel with their day-to-day job boosted their motivation, helped them to work together to bring in more and more efficiency, productivity, and so on. Whenever any change happens, the team, each and every team member in my team are ready to take that and convert that challenge into opportunity. Why? Because they know how can they be creative, right? How can they bring in the opportunity in all the change that happens? How can we utilize that towards the positive growth, right? So that way they are already mentally prepared and they are growing in the direction and being again contributing positively to the company, and our portfolio kept on increasing year over year, right, being the offshore company. So again, this all these things are happening because of the passion, because of the passion again towards all these attributes within the team. So I'm proud to say that we are adapting ourselves to the change that is going to happen in our life, both professionally as well as personally, right? So overall, I would say that we should have the positive energy, bring in the synergy, inspire each other, be smiling always, so that person looking at us can forget about his or her pain points, or at least that can minimize, because this I myself have heard about from my friends and colleagues. Oh, like, okay, how come no, I didn't see you at all in the last couple of days? I was thinking, how can I missing, a smiling person like that, right? Because they say that very clearly, when one person is down, when we look at other person who's smiling, right, that boosts energy in us to come out of our pain points, etc. Right? At least it will reduce the pain to some extent. So then I continued, okay, why don't we behave like that, so that now at least let us try to inspire each other, let us try to motivate each other, irrespective of where we are in, right? So we started working as a team, discussing, okay, the challenges that we are facing now, both in our personal life and in professional life, while maintaining the integrity. That is very, very key factor here. When we talk to each other across the teams, across the different functions, or across the different BUs, unless we maintain that integrity, unless we don't bring up the personal factor into that, just if you think of the situation, the problem, and what could be the solution, how can we come out of it, right? We cannot grow, right? So this is what we started following more and more at VMware. So we come in as a team, we do discuss, we do share across the best practices and the challenges that we are facing, and how can we come out of it, what could be the solution. There is not a single solution to a problem, right? The solution cannot be common to all the problems, but it can bring in thought process in our mind so that we can think differently to come out of the problems. So that's where we are increasing our networking, both within and also outside of VMware. And there are multiple instances wherein VMware is promoting, and even personally also. One is GTW, which what is happening now. We are part of the committee members across multiple conferences, big conferences like GHC, which happens every year, even in India, like Grace Hopper Conference, like that. Wherein we participate in multiple tracks, both technical, non-technical. We tend to ensure that mingle with many people, share experiences, develop the knowledge, share the knowledge, continue to grow, and also share across, right? Help each other, so on. So that way we have increased our networking both personally as well as professionally. Again, coming back to my passion on education, I am proud to say that still my passion in learning or continue to my education never stopped. Though I kept on doing a lot more certifications after my engineering on the job, so that I can learn and I can implement, so that I can grow personally and also make an impact in a big level. I got an opportunity last year to do online course, online PhD, wherein in strategy initiative. So I enrolled for it, and thanks to VMware for supporting and sponsoring me in doing that, so that I can complete my doctorate in the next 1 year by completing the project. So that way, if I look back, right, there is nothing like stops us if we have passion, right? If we have passion, we can win, and we should not let our passion die. We should encourage each other, bring in positive energy, inspire each other, learn from each other, give back to society, and continue to become a passionate person. With that conclusion, I would like to open it up for queries or questions. Thanks for all this opportunity to GTW. Diana, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And we do have a question. That was a wonderful presentation, and it's clear your passion exudes throughout your presentation. So I really enjoy the energy, and what a great story you have. So a question to you. Hi, I can see that you have really worked on building relationships, making the teams work, starting with yourself. This is not a common skill for everyone. What could you suggest as startup basic activities one can engage to develop this skill?
Okay, sure. So one thing is, I think all of us have our own unique skill set, but all of us are not equal, right? We should stop having the personal ego. Okay, other person is other person knows better than me, so I should also becoming competitive. No, we should start respecting each other's opinion, work as a team, right? So how do we develop the skill set? We need to see the outcome of, once we work as a team, what is in it for me, right? Growing as a team, as an individual person, or growing as a team along with, together, what brings it to us? Once we think of that, short term and long term, definitely we can think about, okay, how do I develop the skill set? What kind of a person I have in my team, or to whom I'm talking to, whether a person whom I'm meeting to start with as a stranger, how can I become a friend, or how can I learn from each other? How can I share my thoughts so that I can also learn from other person, and also I can share my thoughts so that even other person can bring up or think towards what I am today, so that the time can be reduced from each other to learn and grow. So in other words, look at each other as, okay, all of us are together and all of us are not competitors, and we should grow as a team and be together to bring back, to give back to society. If you think that a big picture or global thought process, I'm sure all the things will come in behind us. Hope I answered the question properly.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Unless anyone has any other questions, I'll go ahead and close it out. But thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I will put this video up on the website. It should be up within 30 minutes to an hour. And if you can send me, oh, you already sent me your PowerPoint. So I'll make sure that that's attached also so that people can take a look at that. So thank you very much. And thank you again for Speaking Up Voices. And we really are grateful.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot to GTW, Diana.
All right. And I hope to see you at our next sessions.
Sure, definitely. Yeah. Thank you.